Hi there. Welcome to 60 Matthews. I'm Matthew, and today I want to talk about meditation. Whenever I talk to people about meditation, I usually get a mixed array of reactions. Most people who are interested in it say that they've tried it in some way, but they just can't do it. But that's probably because most people have the wrong idea of what meditating is. Most people think that it's sitting on a pillow in a quiet place, usually in some weird position, probably saying some strange phrase or mantra, completely emptying your mind of thoughts and feelings and emotions, just tuning out and thinking nothing. I've talked to a lot of people who say that as soon as they sit down to meditate, their mind just starts racing, and as soon as they tell it to stop, their mind just races faster and faster and faster. But they're looking at it the wrong way. You don't just sit down and meditate. It is the practice of meditation. It's not like you acquire the skill and then as soon as you sit on the pillow, you just flip that skill on and then you sit down, meditate, tune out, and not have thoughts. That's the whole practice and purpose of meditation. You're going to have thoughts. You're going to have emotions. And yes, as soon as you tell your brain to stop having thoughts, it's going to keep having thoughts. The river of your thoughts is going to break through that dam. Meditation is not thinking. Meditation is the practice of watching your thoughts without becoming absorbed in them. One of the people who have helped me understand this concept the best is a man by the name of Adyashanti. He says that it is passively acting or actively non-acting. Basically, it is the doing of nothing. You're not just sitting down and doing nothing and being lazy. You are actively doing nothing. Inevitably, you will be doing something. You'll be having thoughts, you'll be thinking through your day, you'll be trying to plan for your meal later, you'll have emotions that come up, you'll be feeling sad. These things will naturally happen to you. But what you're doing is not engaging in these emotions. You're not engaging in these thoughts. You're not allowing them to run wild. You are attempting to cease these thoughts and these emotions, but not by saying, no, I can't think that, don't think that. You give these thoughts and feelings some space. You don't just turn them away, but you let them play themselves out. Instead of getting caught up in these fears of, am I doing this right? Is that person looking at me? What do they think about me? I bet they think I'm stupid. I look so dumb. Instead of having these thoughts lead you down a bad path, recognize what is happening to you, that your brain is having a thought, recognize it as a thought, and then let it go. Now, it is most ideal to set aside 15, 20, 30 minutes to meditate. Sometimes it is best to find a quiet corner in your room somewhere. There is a reason why meditation is associated with this weird pose called the lotus position. It's because the way your body is stacked, it's the most structurally sound. Without having to pay attention to hunching too far forward or leaning off to the side, you have full access to breathe in through your lungs and your diaphragm and your belly. It's just one of the best natural, active, seated positions. So it's ideal to sit on a pillow in a quiet place in the lotus position, but you can meditate anywhere. One of the most common ways that monks meditate is a walking meditation. They walk through a forest, they walk around a garden. They're not walking to get anywhere. They're not walking quickly. They're literally watching their bodies go through the motions of picking up one foot, laying it back down, picking up the other foot, laying it back down, giving their brains this simple task to distract it so that it doesn't get caught up in the hamster wheel of thoughts and emotions. But you don't have to be in a forest or a garden in a monastery. You can meditate throughout your day, no matter where you are. One of my favorite and most powerful times to meditate is while I'm driving. My brain is distracted by keeping my eyes on the road, my hands are distracted by keeping me in the lines, and it allows me to elevate my consciousness. And also, driving is one of the best times for me to meditate because meditation is not about tuning out. It's not about forgetting that there's a world outside. It's actually the opposite. It's about tuning very much in, plugging into the world and seeing it the way that it really is, and not through the lens of my thoughts, my emotions, and my bias. You can meditate while you're driving to work. You can meditate while you're walking your dogs. You can meditate while you're in bed trying to prepare yourself to go to sleep. Or you can take 5 or 10 minutes at your office job. You can push yourself away from the desk, just sit there, close your eyes, and have a really quick meditation session. Even whenever I was working 8 hours at a fast-paced coffee shop, I would run to the restroom for 2 or 3 minutes. I would take 2 or 3 minutes to calm down and alleviate a lot of those thoughts and emotions that had built up for hours. So basically, whoever you are, you don't have the excuse of you just don't have time or you just can't figure out how to do it. Yes, you do. Yes, you can. And yes, you should. It's a wonderful practice. It brings peace and clarity into your world way more than you think it would, especially in these times whenever we have legitimate worries, we have legitimate fears. The world is in chaos right now, and we need to think about these things with a level head and a clear mind. But that's all I have for this week. I really hope that I've inspired you to meditate, to sit down, to take 5, 10, 20 minutes for yourself, to ease your mind and clear out those thoughts. I promise you can do it, and I invite you to. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.